If you're someone who sits at a desk all day, it's so important that you get up and out of your desk at least once every 30 minutes. There's a new study that shows that 6 hours of uninterrupted sitting can completely counter the positive effects of a whole hour of exercise. So for all my friends who work at a desk, this is for you. So we'll start with some neck stretches. So take your left hand to the edge of the chair and take your right hand to the left side of your head. Then gently let the weight of your hand pull your right ear to your right shoulder. Then breathe into the left side of your chest and draw your left shoulder back. Pull against the chair to create some traction. Then gently pull the right ear towards your right shoulder, not forcing. Just breathing deeply and evenly into the whole left side of your neck. And then inhale back to center. Right hand holds the right side of your chair, left hand holds the right side of your head. Gently pull your left ear to your left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of your waist and draw your right shoulder blade onto your back. And then gently create some traction with your right hand, resistance, as you pull your left ear slowly towards your left shoulder and open up the right side of your neck. And come back to center. And hold your shoulders and make circles, just circling the joint, going 3 times in one direction and then reversing directions. Just making a big circles, as big as you can. And then for your wrists, circle your wrists, so place the back of your hands towards each other. Just gently creating some movement in the wrist joint, letting the synovial fluid flow. And then creating traction, so typing, you can compress the carpal tunnel and you can get repetitive wrist injuries. So squeeze the forearm bones towards each other, pull towards the elbow while you're squeezing, and then you can circle the wrist here, and even spread your fingers wide and then close into a fist. Spread, close, spread, and close, and then do the same with the other hand. Squeeze the 2 bones of the forearm and pull towards the elbow, circle the wrist, and just move the hand around. And then you can spread the fingers and then close into a fist. Spread, close, spread, and close. And then you can just shake out the wrists, and you can do this for 30 seconds or a minute. It's also called Chinese coffee. It can be a nice little way to wake up and get the blood flowing. So the next one we're going to do is a twist. So turn your feet and turn to face the left side of your chair. So the left hip is facing the back of your chair. And then lengthen the sides of your waist and then twist to your left. Take your left hand to the left side of your chair and the right hand to the right. Then as you inhale, pull your right hip back so you resist the twist with your hips. And as you exhale, use your hands to twist from your navel up. Inhaling, lengthen your spine, elbows broad. Exhale, twist, draw the left shoulder back. Inhale, lengthening all the way up to the crown of your head, through all sides of the neck. Exhale, twist. Then inhale, come back and turn to the other side. Facing the right side of your chair, right hip faces the back of your chair, hands to the sides of your chair. Inhale, pull your left hip back, lift up. As you exhale, twist. Use your right hand pressing into the side of the chair to create the twist. Inhaling, resisting your hips, your left hip back. Exhale, pull on the left side of your chair with your left hand. Inhale, broad across the collarbones through the chest. Exhale, twist through your upper back. Then inhale, come back to the front. And sit now towards the back of your chair. Interlace your hands behind your head. Lift your chest, lift your chin. And as you exhale, lean back. And then just let the weight of your head release into your hands. You can narrow the elbows in towards your face and curl slightly more in the upper back. Contain the bottom ribs slightly so that you're really targeting your upper back, the stiffer part of the spine. Inhale, breathing and expanding through the upper chest. Exhale, let the weight of your head release back. Allow your head to be completely supported by your hands. And then come back, take your feet wide. And then eagle arms, wrap your right arm underneath the left. If that's not possible, you can just bring the right arm across the body. If you want to take it one step further here, you can sit more towards the edge of your seat and then bow forward and let your spine release between your legs. Let your head drop towards the earth. Let your elbows be heavy. And breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. And then inhale back up. Other way, left under right, or the left arm pull across with the right hand. And then tilt your pelvis slightly so the sitting bones move back. And as you exhale, fold forward between your legs. Let your head release, even shake your head out a little bit, just to make sure you're not holding on to any tension in the neck. Let the shoulder blades spread wide across the back. And send your breath between the shoulders. And then inhale, come all the way back up to sitting. Come up out of your chair and hold onto your left wrist. Pull up on the left wrist, and as you exhale, side bend over to the right. Then let your hips lean to your left. Push into your left leg. Lift up out of the pelvis, and on your exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Inhale, come up, hold the right wrist, turn the arm in, lift up. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Let your hips lean to the right. Make your right leg heavier, push into your right leg. Then lift up with your whole torso out of the pelvis. And on your exhale, release into the stretch. Inhale, come up. And then this is a desk dog. Place your hands on top of the desk. Press your hands down onto the desk and lift from the wrist to the arm bone, upper arm bone. And as you exhale, bend your knees and reach your hips way back. Tilt your pelvis so that you have a neutral low back curve, so the lower back has an inward curve. Make sure that the feet are hip distance apart or slightly wider, and your feet are pointing straight ahead. Your head is neutral, so the ears line up next to your upper arms. Make sure your head isn't dropped. Lift both the inner and outer shoulders equally away from the floor, and then let your sternum get heavy and soften. Stretch your hips back towards the back and stretch your arms forward. And then come up. And then one more chair exercise. Cross your right ankle over your left knee and flex your foot so that the ankle is neutral, and then you can bow forward. You can place your hands on the desk. Let your head rest on your hands. Reach your sitting bones back. Try to tilt your pelvis forward so that you really get the opening in your outer right hip in the rotators. Keep your right foot active as you fold forward. And just breathe deeply wherever you feel the sensation. Send your breath there. And then come up and switch sides. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Flex the foot, keep the ankle neutral, and then bow forward. Pull the pinky toe side of your left foot towards the outer knee. Reach your hips back. Try to stick your butt back behind you and lengthen your spine forward. And then one last little shoulder opener. Take your elbow tips to the desk. Press your elbows down, and then you can let your chest release. You can let your forehead release onto the desk as well. Press your fingertips into each other so the arms are toned on all sides. And soften the upper back between your shoulder blades. You can also do this standing, so you can come up off of your chair, and just like the desk dog we did, have your knees slightly bent, reach your hips back, press your elbow tips into the desk, down into the desk, so that the upper arm bone stays lifted, and then release your chest, let your head release out slightly. And then come up, and that's your little movement break for today. Thanks for watching.